everyone. It is Monday evening. It is 7 o'clock Mountain Time. That means it is time for the big Geeks Who Drink pub quiz right here on the Twitch. Yes, it is I, Derek Knight. I'll be quizmastering for you this evening. We had a few guesses before quiz. Don Rico Suave guessed Nelly again. Wrong again. Sovaz. Leslie said Ruth. Sovaz said Chaz. Gabbo was on the Nelly train, and the best part about it, it was supposed to be Micah. But Micah is traveling like a high roller bigwig that he is. He's in Asia somewhere. And I was supposed to do it on the 17th, but that's like, got to get up early on the 18th to go to Tulsa. So I was like, hey, you want to switch? And so we switched. And that's a little inside information if you were paying attention on which day you'll see Micah next. But like I said, it is time for the big Geeks Who Drink pub quiz virtual edition. It is a 7-round quiz. Most of the rounds are going to be worth 8 points, just like usual, but 3 of them, of course. Round 2, the audio round, round 6, and the final random knowledge round 7. That's going to be 16 points. And you know that 16 is more than 8 and 32 is way better than 16. So when you use that imaginary joker, make sure it's in one of those 3 rounds. Let's see. A lot of times people ask me about the microphone. Just get it out of the way. This is an Electro Voice 666, the mic of the beast. It wasn't made very long. It was a broadcast microphone. This was from 1957. So I assume it's from 1957 because it came from WJR in Detroit. And apparently WJR in Detroit modernized in 1957 by adding a buttload of these things, according to Electro Voice, an ad I saw. But this came from the estate of legendary WJR jock Jimmy Lawrence, who spent more than 30 years on WJR and was unceremoniously fired in 1998. And he just, I assume, I hope, spitefully, he just took this and a bunch of other shit from the station when he left. And now it's mine. You can also see this model of microphone in the movie American Graffiti when they do the whole deal with Wolfman Jack in his studio. He's got one of these microphones there, Wolfman Jack, in American Graffiti. So there you go. That is what's special about this mic. But what's special about Monday, of course, is quiz. And so we're going to do a quiz. Going to get started where we usually do. That's at round number 1. Round 1 tonight is called Start the Car. It's called that because very simply, every answer in this round starts with the letters C-A-R. Every answer starts with car, or at least C-A-R. Not necessarily car phonetically, but you know it. You get it. You're smart. You're going to do really well. Let's do question 1. Question number 1. It's not as recognizable now, but Bugs Bunny was parodying the film It Happened One Night when he nibbled on what vegetable? Question 1, once again, it's not as recognizable now, but Bugs Bunny was parodying the film It Happened One Night when he nibbled on what veggie? Round number 1, start the car. Here's question 2. Number 2, having a little sister named Hennessy inspired what Bodak Yellow rapper to base her stage name on a brand of rum? Question 2, once again, having a little sister named Hennessy inspired what Bodak Yellow rapper to base her stage name on a brand of rum? Don Rico Suave asked in the chat if I keep an inventory of my mics. How do I keep track of them all? I do. Actually, the way I keep track of most things in my life, I have an iPad Pro, and I've got a page where I write down all the mics and what they where they came from, what they're worth, blah, blah, blah. See if I can pull that up so you can see it. I got other things open. There we go. It's a pretty rudimentary, actually, but there's also a little drawing on it. But yeah, nothing spectacular, but it just, like says the 100% keeping on the fence, need work. There was there's a whole column for like, I've got to rebuild these, and then I just never got around to some of it. So yeah, like I've got one that needs a rewire for sure. It says, and it says plan, don't know yet, but it's an old Lafayette stereo broadcast mic. Got a couple more A-static A77s. I need to build a complete set of custom cables for that one. But yeah, I keep track of them that way. It's pretty much like I keep track of everything else in my life. Just write it down on the iPad Pro and hope I don't lose it. Anyway, we are in round number 1. And here's number 3. None of them were as pretty as Orlando Bloom, but in 1720, there were an estimated 2,400 pirates savaging what sea? Question 3. Once again, none of them were as pretty as Orlando Bloom, but in 1720, there were an estimated 2,400 pirates savaging what sea? Round number 1. Called Start the Car. Every answer in this round starts with the letter C-A-R. Here's question number 4. Number 4, often popping up in their commercials, Shaquille O'Neal is the official chief fun officer of what largest cruise ship line in the world? Question 4, once again. Often popping up in their commercials, Shaquille O'Neal is the official chief fun officer of what largest cruise ship line in the world? I don't see no video link, but I try to keep up with what's going on in the chat here, and I don't know what the hell is going on. Some of you are talking about the Oscars from last night. Watched the whole thing for the first time in a long time, frankly. I don't know. I'm not that intrigued by the Oscars, but I think I was most intrigued because I saw 0 of the movies that were nominated for Best Picture this year, which is rare. Usually I'll at least see a couple, and I hadn't seen one. And so, I was watching with interest because I wanted to know what the hell was going on. And Anora cleaned up, apparently. Kind of expected Wicked to do better than it did, but at least it got the costuming Oscar. Back in there, round 1. Start the car. Every answer this round starts with the letter car. Let's do number 5. Presumably hiding it under a cool red trench coat, what video game villain once heisted the entire island of Bali? Question 5, once again, presumably hiding it under a cool red trench coat, what video game villain once heisted the entire island of Bali? Round number 1, start the car. Tell me what you're drinking in the chat. Anybody drinking what you drinking? I'm drinking this electric blue Gatorade Zero because the Walmart that I shop at just recently got it back in stock. It's Glacier Freeze. Ooh, that sounds hip, right? In an extreme 90s way. Yeah, got to stay hydrated when you get old. Question number 6. Round 1, question 6. Unlock the Magic is the latest TV reboot starring what cuddly earth sign toys with magical tummies? Question 6, once again, Unlock the Magic is the latest TV reboot starring what cuddly earth sign toys with magical tummies? Round number one, question number seven. Number seven, you can ride the teleferico or cable car all the way up the side of El Avila National Park in what Venezuelan capital? Question seven, once again, you can ride the teleferico, aka the cable car, all the way up the side of El Avila National Park in what Venezuelan capital? Round one, remember that every answer in this round starts with the letter C-A-R, making it far simpler than it would be otherwise. And we are at question number eight. Number eight, there's a Mexican fast food chain that's called Red Burrito when it's paired up with Hardee's, and Green Burrito when it's paired up with what? Question eight, once again, there's a Mexican fast food chain that's called Red Burrito when it's paired up with Hardee's, and Green Burrito when it's paired up with what? Round number one. That is it for the questions proper in this round. Of course, what we have left to do in this round is the first bonus question. That bonus question is as follows. Your gym rat friend who's tracking their macros is counting the amount they eat of protein, fat, and what? Spell it out. Don't shorten it. Don't make it cutesy. But yeah. Still fits the theme of the round. Spell it out. Your gym rat friend who's tracking their macros is counting the amount they eat of protein, fat, and what? Exclamation point of the answer in the chat. Get those entries in. I'll give you a little bit of time to make that happen, and then we'll come back and talk about the answers to this first round of quiz just a little bit. All right, looks like y'all have the hang of it. Remember, like I said, spell the whole thing out. Spell it out. Don't shorten it. We got some first-time chatters in the chat. That's pretty cool. First-time watchers, perhaps. So welcome to the big quiz. And speaking of the quiz, we're going to get rolling with the answers for this first round, where every answer started with C-A-R. Question one, once again, it's not as recognizable now, but Bugs Bunny was parodying the film It Happened One Night when he nibbled on a carrot, when he would do the carrot nibbling thing. Sometimes, though, he would, yeah, because it was a Marx Brothers thing, right? Anyway, with the cigar, carrot, you know it was carrot at number one. Number two, having a little sister named Hennessy inspired what Bodak Yellow rapper to base her stage name on a brand of rum. That, of course, is Cardi B, which is kind of a flipped around way to say Bacardi. Cardi B at number two. Number three, none of them were as pretty as Orlando Bloom. And I just realized that somebody in editorial absolutely has a crush on Orlando Bloom. But in 1720, there were an estimated 2,400 pirates savaging the Caribbean. Caribbean at number three, or Caribbean, or whatever, however you say it. How do you say it? I say it Caribbean. Number four, but I could be wrong, often popping up in their commercials, Shaquille O'Neal is the official chief fun officer of the largest cruise ship line in the world, which, of course, is Carnival. Carnival at number four. And yeah, Metal Yoga Head, it definitely looks, I don't have it. Looks like they're censoring the old link, but that's all right. Carnival at number four. Number five, presumably hiding it under her cool red trench coat. The video game villain that once heisted the entire island of Bali, of course, is Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego at number five. Number six, Unlock the Magic is the latest TV reboot starring the cuddly Ursine toys with magical tummies that, of course, are the Care Bears. Care Bears at number six. Number seven, you can ride the Teleferico, a.k.a. the cable car, all the way up the side of El Avila National Park in Caracas, Venezuela. I'm going to close the entries. I'm going to see if I've got a winner. Let's find out. Do we have a winner? Winners are great. First, though, let's do question 8. There's a Mexican fast food chain that's called Red Burrito, and it's paired up with Hardee's, and Green Burrito, and it's paired up with Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, of course, are the same place, just named differently in different locations, which is weird because I'm in Colorado, and years ago, we got Hardee's, like in the 80s, we got Hardee's. And then they flipped to Carl's Jr. overnight, and I don't even know when. Carl's Jr. Or Hardee's became Carl's Jr., but they did. And they're disgusting. And I don't eat there anymore. That bonus question, once again, your gym rat friend who's tracking their macros is counting the amount they eat of protein, fat, and, of course, carbohydrates. Most of you figured that out. We've gone through round 1. We've gone through round 2. And that means we need to move on to round number 3. But back to the chat. More talk about shows. Yeah, the new Weird Al tour that's coming around later this year. There's a brand new outdoor amphitheater here in Colorado Springs that is really making that's really making the people who live around it mad. There we go. But Weird Al's going to come play right here where I live at this outdoor amphitheater, but it's on a Thursday, and I work Thursdays. And it's one of those things where, like, I'm sure my sister will go. My kid will probably go with her. But I've seen him enough that I'm like, I'm not going to take the night off of working to see him again at an outdoor amphitheater that has to keep the volume low now because of an ordinance. I don't know. It's dumb. But digressing again, I can't be sick. See, it's different. So of us, if this was a normal job, I would definitely be sick, but it's hosting quiz. It's hosting a live quiz. And I don't know. I don't like getting a sub. You know, people expect me to show up, but, you know, it's fine. Like I said, I've seen him. I can always go to Las Vegas and see him later in the tour. It's fine. Everything's fine. But let's do this round 3. Let's find out what it's all about. It's called Mint Condition. Today is the 190th birthday of American mint marks. So here's a round on those things, those little letters that tell you where a coin was made. Mint marks in round 3. Number 1. Yeah, I can phone this in, but I can't actually phone it in when I have to be standing in a venue. Number 1. Current mint marks include P for Philadelphia, S for San Francisco, D for Denver, and this W for what New York Military Post. Question 1, once again, current mint marks include P for Philadelphia, S for San Francisco, D for Denver, and this W for what New York Military Post. Round number 3, mint condition around about mint marks. Here's number 2. Question number 2. The very first time said W mark was used was to create the coin seen here, which featured the name of what faraway city that we have censored. Question 2, once again. The very first time that said W mark was used was to create the coin seen here, which featured the name of what faraway but still U.S. city that we have censored. Round number 3, around about mint marks. We are at question number 3. Number 3, today, housing a beloved jazz museum, the mint seen here being seized by Confederates was found in what city whose mark was an O, not an N? Question 3, once again, today, housing a beloved jazz museum, the mint seen here being seized by Confederates was found in what city whose mark was an O, not an N? Round number 3. Question number 4. Number 4, for a long time, Philadelphia coins didn't have a mint mark at all. The first use was on a wartime nickel, and the second was on this 1979 coin featuring what suffragist? Question 4, once again, for a long time, Philadelphia coins didn't have a mint mark at all. The first use was on a wartime nickel, and the second was on this 1979 coin featuring what suffragist? Round number 3, mint condition. We are at question number 5. Number 5, seen here with its distinctive M. This coin is from the mint of what Asian city that was obtained after the U.S. won the Spanish-American War? Question 5, once again, seen here with its distinctive M. This coin is from the mint of what Asian city that was obtained after the U.S. won the Spanish-American War? Thanks, Big Jim Fridge, for pointing that out. Hopefully you know the answer, because this is round number 3. It's called mint condition, and we are already at question number 6. Number 6, a noted actor, coin collector, and recent Broadway theater namesake. What bygone legend talked about mint marks in the educational documentary Money, History in Your Hands? Question 6, once again, a noted actor, coin collector, and recent Broadway theater namesake. What bygone legend talked about mint marks in the educational documentary Money, History in Your Hands? Round number 3 is question number 7. Number 7, established through the 1800s to take advantage of silver from the Comstock lode. What state capital mint created coins like the one seen here? And this is about the mint mark, because you look at the mint mark and it'll help you answer the question. Question 7, once again, established in the 1800s to take advantage of silver from the Comstock lode. What state capital mint created coins like the one seen here? Round number 3 is question number 8. Number 8, since they're always made at the Philadelphia Mint, congressional gold medals don't have mint marks, as seen here on this 2017 medal honoring what almost president? Question 8, once again, since they're always made at the Philadelphia Mint, congressional gold medals don't have mint marks, as seen here on this 2017 one honoring what almost president? I'm glad, Metal Yoga Head, that you can appreciate the round for the educational value. Even if a round is challenging, hopefully it's still fun. But we have gone through this whole round proper, which of course means best I can do is a bonus question. Rick Harrison left his Las Vegas shop to check out the rarest coin in the world in a season 22 episode of What History reality show. Two words, smash them together, exclamation point in the chat. Get those entries in. Bonus question once again. Rick Harrison left his Las Vegas shop to check out the rarest coin in the world in a season 22 episode of What History reality show. Going to give you a little time to get those entries in, and then we'll come back in just a tiny little bit to talk about the answers for this third round of quiz. All right. Y'all getting some entries in, like crazy entering monkeys. I think I'm pretty sure that, like, if you put a room full of monkeys on to just set them to watch this, do you think that they could come up collectively? You think they could come up with the right answer to any one of the questions we ask? It's a thought experiment. You think about it. You tell me if you think it's possible that if a whole room full of monkeys were watching this show, if they could get one answer right, if they all had a typewriter in front of them. Yeah, let's call it a typewriter, not even a computer, because we don't want them to break a computer keyboard. See, do you think they could get one answer right? That is round 3, so let's take a look at the answers for round 3. That was loosely about mint marks, as pointed out by one astute quizzer. Number 1, current mint marks include P for Philadelphia, S for San Francisco, D for Denver, and W for West Point. West Point, the military institution in question at number 1. Number 2, the very first time that said W mark was used was to create the coin seen here, which featured the name, of course, of Los Angeles, California. That was for the 1984 Olympics in L.A. There's another Olympics coming to L.A. soon enough, right? Eventually. Shakobi says, don't talk about monkeys. Just went to see the monkey, and it was awful. You like just one monkey at your zoo? I know you're talking about a movie. I like to think that you've got a really low-quality zoo that just got one monkey. Number 3, today housing a beloved jazz museum. The mint seen here being seized by Confederates was found in New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans, Louisiana at number 3. Number 4, for a long time, Philadelphia coins didn't have a mint mark at all. The first use was on a wartime nickel. The second was on this 1979 coin featuring the Susan B. Anthony. It's the Susan B. Anthony dollar. And if you have ever tried to pay with a Susan B. Anthony dollar at Taco Bell, good luck. I've multiple times done this exercise, and they all say the same thing. This is a quarter, sir. No, it's not. It's a dollar. Well, I need to talk to my manager. Okay, I'm sure your manager's going to say the same thing. Susan B. Anthony at number 4. Number 5, seen here with its distinctive M. This coin was from the mint of what Asian city that was obtained after the U.S. won the Spanish-American War? That, of course, is Manila in the Philippines. Manila at number 5. Number 6, a noted actor, coin collector, and recent Broadway theater namesake. What bygone legend talked about mint marks in the educational documentary Money History in Your Hands? That, of course, is James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones at number 6. Number 7, established in the 1800s to take advantage of silver from the Comstock lode. The state capital mint that created coins like the one seen here is from Carson City, Nevada. CC for Carson City at number 7. Number 8. Yeah, $2 bills also the same thing, man. I've tried to pay with them, and they're like, this isn't real. It's like, yes, it is. Number 8, since they're always made at the Philadelphia Mint, congressional gold medals don't have mint marks, as seen here on this 2017 one with the creepiest ever picture of Bob Dole. And here's that bonus once again. Best I could do is a bonus question. Rick Harrison left his Las Vegas shop to check out the rarest coin in the world in a season 22 episode of Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars, the bonus answer in round number 3. Round number 4. Round 4 tonight is called Super Calorie Ultra Processed Expialidocious. It's called that because this is a whole round on not so healthy food. A round loosely based, I'm sure, on not so healthy food. Here's question number 1. Heinz offered new colors like Blastin' Green and Funky Purple in 2000 when they gave an ill-advised makeover to what signature product? Question 1 once again. Heinz offered new colors like Blastin' Green and Funky Purple in 2000 when they gave an ill-advised makeover to what signature product? Round number 4, right about not so healthy food. Here's question number 2. In perhaps her most notorious ruling ever in 2018, what Supreme Court justice told Stephen Colbert that a hot dog is a sandwich? Question 2, once again, in perhaps her most notorious ruling ever. In 2018, what Supreme Court justice told Stephen Colbert that a hot dog is a sandwich? Round number 4. Round number 4. Question 3. Getting ahead of myself. Pressing buttons before I'm supposed to. In 2021, an LA Times article debunked the widely parroted claim that Frito-Lay janitor Richard Montañez invented what spicy product? Question 3 once again. In 2021, an LA Times article debunked the widely parroted claim that Frito-Lay janitor Richard Montañez invented what spicy product? Round 4, super calorie, ultra processed expialidocious. I did get a good chuckle out of the great Gabo replying to Metal Yoga Head trying to activate a sleeper agent. Just saying that was a funny little sentence. So good job. You made me laugh. Round number 4, question number 4. In the same week that the highest grossing film of 1993 came out, the Museum of Natural History in New York started selling chicken nuggets shaped like what animals? Question 4 once again. In the same week that the highest grossing film of 1993 came out, the Museum of Natural History in New York started selling chicken nuggets shaped like what animals? Round number 4, roundabout not so healthy food, and we are at question number 5. Number 5, it's not just marshmallows and gummy bears. Pop-Tart glaze also contains what thickener made from animal collagen? Question 5, once again, it's not just marshmallows and gummy bears. Pop-Tart glaze also contains what thickener made from animal collagen? I mean, since every round has sparked discussion so far and been pretty decent discussion in the chat, tell me in the chat what your favorite not healthy at all food is. What is your guilty pleasure when it comes to food? Throw those in there, and we'll continue with the round 4, question number 6. There we go. NutraSweet and Equal are brands of what artificial sweetener whose potency was discovered in 1965 when a chemist slicked some off of his finger? Question 6, once again, NutraSweet and Equal are brands of what artificial sweetener whose potency was discovered in 1965 when a chemist licked some off of his finger. I assume it was his own finger, not a finger he kept in his pocket or anything. I mean, you can also tell me what your favorite animal-based thickener is. That's cool, too. Stroop waffles are amazing. Our former editor-in-chief, for some reason, hated Stroop waffles. But he's gone now. He can't hurt anybody anymore. But, yeah, I like Stroop waffles a lot. Those are pretty good. Sour Patch Kids, weirdly, I like those. But I can't eat them because I can't stop eating them. Pennies. They're definitely not healthy for you. All right, we're in round 4, right about not so healthy food. Here's question number 7. Number 7, it's the art of heat treating iron to make it stronger, or the process of melting and recooling chocolate to make it shiny and snappy. What is that T word? Number 7, once again, it's the art of heat treating iron to make it stronger, or the process of melting and recooling chocolate to make it shiny and snappy. What is that T word? I apologize. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not Dutch. I am 100% Coloradan, but I will try again. That's probably as close as I'm going to get. Let's see. Pizza, graham crackers. Blood is a good animal-based thickener. You're right. Lamb's blood in potatoes. Very nice. Got an emoji of a donut. Tater tachos. Cheese crack, queso in the jar, scotcheroo. Okay. So yeah, a lot of stuff in there. We are still in round 4. Let's do question 8. I hope it's a Scotch egg made with kangaroo sausage. Kangaroo sausage sounds delightful. Ostrich is one of my favorite meats. Hard to find, but very, very tasty. Here's question 8. Do question 8. There we go. Fans practically revolted in 2004 when Yankee Stadium switched to Crunch and Munch from what similar snack that was the first hit junk food of the 20th century. Question 8. Once again, fans practically revolted in 2004 when Yankee Stadium switched to Crunch and Munch from what similar snack that was the first hit junk food of the 20th century. Don Rico Suave reminds me that I made fun of him once because Don Rico is a Yankees fan. Glad you didn't forget. Still stands. I still hate the Yankees. I will forever. Not that I have any particular, like AL affiliation. I just think that all AL teams are terrible and the Yankees are the worst of the worst. So that's just my feeling. But recently, my very, very favorite not good for me food, because I have been trying very, very hard the last couple months to just not eat candy. Don't eat candy. Try not to drink as much. Just trying to prolong my life by about 20 or 30 more minutes in the grand scheme of things. But what I found, I just was thinking the other day, I'm like, no, you know what I could do? Because I just bought some Mexican crema. So throw a little butter in a skillet with some turbinado sugar and some Mexican crema, and then put some cashews and pistachios and Smart Food popcorn in there after it melts and just coat it in this very quick caramel. It's insanely good, and it's not good for you, but yeah, it's really good. So, make yourself a quick caramel with turbinado sugar and Mexican crema. You'll thank me later. Roll some nuts and popcorn around in it. Anyway, what are we doing? Yeah. We're doing a bonus question here in a bit, I think, right now. Let's do the bonus question. What the hell? By a huge margin, the most viewed episode of Hot Ones is the one where what sweary chef talks about the cat-sized rats he saw making kitchen nightmares. Your bonus once again. By a huge margin, the most viewed episode of Hot Ones is the one where what sweary chef talks about the cat-sized rats he saw while making kitchen nightmares. First and last name smashed together, preceded by an exclamation point in the chat. You guys are figuring it out. You're good at this. Get those entries in. I'll give you a little time to do that. We'll come back and talk about the answers in just a little bit. Yeah, y'all getting them in there. So I am going to move right along to the answers for this fourth round of quiz, round 4 answers. That was about not so healthy food. Number 1, Heinz offered new colors like blast and green and funky purple back in 2000 when they gave an ill-advised makeover to their ketchup. Ketchup at number 1. Number 2, and perhaps her most notorious ruling ever, in 2018, the Supreme Court justice who told Stephen Colbert that a hot dog is a sandwich is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ruth Bader Ginsburg at number 2. And if you tell me that that question isn't about not so healthy food, I would say you're wrong, because it's not healthy at all to eat humans. You can get a weird thing with the brain and like die of reverse mad cow or something. That's what I've heard. In 2021, an LA Times article debunked the widely parroted claim that Frito-Lay janitor Richard Montañez invented Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Flamin' Hot Cheetos at number 3, a snack food that I have never actually eaten. Regular Cheetos, sure, but I haven't tried the Flamin' Hots. I don't know if I ever will. Number 4, in the same week that the highest grossing film of 1993 came out, the Museum of Natural History in New York started selling chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, of course, because that movie was Jurassic Park. You get it. It's a whole connection. Dino Nuggies. Dinosaur chicken nuggets at number 4. Number 5. Not just marshmallows and gummy bears. Pop-Tart glaze also contains gelatin. Gelatin at number 5. Number 6. NutraSweet and Equal are brands of the artificial sweetener whose potency was discovered in 1965 when a chemist licked some off of his finger. That, of course, is aspartame. Aspartame at number 6. Number 7. Yes, proto chickens. I mean, it's pretty, it's like chicken-shaped chicken nuggets because they are, chickens are still dinosaurs, right? They're evil. They're mean, too. But they taste so good. Well, let's see. Number 7, it's the art of heat-treating iron to make it stronger, or the process of melting and recooling chocolate to make it shiny and snappy. The T word in question is tempering. Tempering at number 7. Number 8. Fans practically revolted in 2004 when Yankee Stadium switched to Crunch and Munch from Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack, synonymous with baseball. Why would anybody switch away from, well, because Crunch and Munch tastes better, I think. That's the whole point. All right. What is a Cracker Jack? Okay, a Cracker Jack is like say you were going to make some caramel, but you burnt that caramel, and you're like, I don't know if we can do anything with this caramel. And then you melt it over substandard popcorn, you put it in a box, you put a temporary tattoo in it, and you try to sell it to kids. That's Cracker Jack. It's disgusting. But yeah. Also, Don Rico Suave, I remember I had like a sick burn for you about being a Yankees, but I can't remember it. So if you actually remember what I said, I would love an update because I remember the interaction, but I cannot. Yeah, Peanuts as well. I cannot remember exactly what I said that I thought was maybe a little harsh, but probably on brand for me about you and the Yankees. Anyway, that bonus, by a huge margin, the most viewed episode of Hot Ones is the one where Gordon Ramsay talks about cat-sized rats that he saw making kitchen nightmares. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, a lot of you knew that. It is time to take on round 5. Round 5 is the video round for the evening. I think it's a pretty fun one. Pretty sure it's a pretty fun one. We work so far ahead, sometimes I can't remember what it is. Let's find out together, shall we? This one's called Freeze Frames. Today is National Cold Cuts Day, so we took some movies and added in some cold cuts. You'll see what we mean. You just name each movie. It'll be fun. Here's number 1.
Asking a woman to dance always seems so terrifying. In the past few years, just didn't seem to matter that much. Figured I'd wait.
For what?
Right partner.
The bellhop asks, do you need help with your luggage? To which the photon responds, no thanks, I'm traveling light.
Wow. Hey, can we get some air going back here? It's like a furnace.
strong runners to push off down the ice. Ice? Ice? And it's kind of a winter sport, you know.
Psycho Man, what you smoking?
I'm not smoking. I'm breathing.
All right, fellas,
I'll get us there. You? Sure. I sailed all the 5 seas, from the sun-drenched reefs of Bora Bora to the icy shores of Tripoli.
this is an outrage.
I can't remember if it's...
Shut up, Brian. Listen, Sam. Don't pay attention to him, okay? Everything's fine.
Dick, can we borrow Mrs. Torrance for a few minutes? We're on our way through to the basement. I promise we won't keep her very long.
No problem, Mr. Urban. I was just getting to the ice cream. You like ice cream, Doc?
For what?
Right partner.
Traveling light.
Wow. Hey, can we get some air going back here? It's like a furnace.
And it's kind of a winter sport, you know.
Psycho Man, what you smoking?
I'm not smoking. I'm breathing.
You? Sure. I sailed all the 5 seas, from the sun-drenched reefs of Bora Bora to the icy shores of Tripoli.
I can't remember if it's...
Shut up, Brian. Listen, Sam. Don't pay attention to him, okay? Everything's fine.
Way through to the basement. I promise we won't keep her very long.
No problem, Mr. Urban. I was just getting to the ice cream. You like ice cream, Doc?
Well, look at that. Break is over. We've gone through the first 5 rounds, at least the question half of round 5. People are messing with Metal Yoga Head, lying that there was so much cool stuff while Metal Yoga Head was away. Well, I mean, the eagle thing. Well, I can't I can't take care of an eagle. I don't even have the right facility. I am in way over my head. But we've done round 5. We took a look at the questions. Now we're going to take a look at try not to eat the eagle. I don't know. It's tempting. But let's take a look at the answers for round 5, the cold cuts round. You just had to name each movie. That, of course, is Captain America, the first Avenger. The first Avenger, which, of course, was Captain America. Here's number 1. Here's number 2 now. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the most recent Ghostbusters. Here's number 3. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat at number 3. Number 4. That, of course, is Cool Runnings about the Jamaican bobsled team. Cool Runnings at number 4 is number 5. James and the Giant Peach. James and the Giant Peach at number 5. Here's number 6. But not everything would be okay. It's the day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow at number 6. Number 7. That is a little movie called Hundreds of Beavers. Hundreds of Beavers. Apparently people really like it. Go check it out if you've never heard of it. And number 8, that, of course, is the awful classic, The Shining. It's not that bad, but it's The Shining. Anyway, well, whoa, that just ended. Bam. Done. So, hey, why don't we take a look at the next round? Just time is linear. Just move right along. And yeah, I guess we do every now and then we do metal covers, but that's not a metal round. It's just like some real cool dude in Scandinavia who makes really good metal covers. And then, yeah, I guess it's kind of metal, but I like them. I like them a lot. Anyway, let's do this. Yeah, Leo Morchioli. That's his name. Round 6. Round 6 is the second 16-point round of the evening. It's called Grow a Pair. And the way these work is each question is a list. And that list has 2 items missing, so you simply supply those missing items for 1 point each. Basically, help the list grow a pair. It's very simple. You're going to do very good. And here we go. Question 1. Once again. U.S. states that border Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, 2 are missing. What are they? You tell me. Number 1, U.S. states that border Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia. Metal Yoga Head. You see, that's the problem. Like, decapitated, dying fetus, septic flesh, flesh god apocalypse. You dare me. I mean, I've tried to sneak, like one here and there into the Boombox Bingo playlists. We have a music bingo product, if you're not familiar with it. It's called Boombox Bingo. Check it out to see if it's close to you and go play. I could get a little looser with the playlists on Boombox, but I'll run Decapitated, Dying Fetus, Septic Flesh, and Flesh God Apocalypse by my friend Ray, who is the only true metalhead friend that I have. But he's pretty into it. Like, he's been to Wacken, and he travels to see metal bands that I've never heard of. But they have cool shirts. He always wears cool shirts. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. Here's question number 2. Number 2, theatrically released non-documentary feature films featuring LeBron James, House Party, and Smallfoot. Once again, theatrically released non-documentary feature films featuring LeBron James, House Party, and Smallfoot. 2 are missing. What are they? Oh, I'm sorry. I missed Brussels Soul, I think, making a porn joke about hundreds of beavers. I'm glad I saw it before it scrolled out of the chat. So, yeah. Here's round 6. Question number 3. Grow a pair. The 3 main segments of an insect. We're going to give you abdomen. You give us the other 2. Question 3, once again, the 3 main segments of an insect. Abdomen. Round number 6, grow a pair. 16 big points are possible in the round. We're at question number 4. Number 4, live action shows that have earned Sterling K. Brown an Emmy nomination. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Lincoln, Divided We Stand, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Question 4, once again, live action shows that have earned Sterling K. Brown an Emmy nomination. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Lincoln, Divided We Stand, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Round number 6, grow a pair. You're naming the missing items in each list. It's always 2 of them because that's the whole grow a pair thing. Yeah, so let's do question 5. Now, number 5, murder weapons in the standard edition of Clue. Knife, lead pipe, revolver, wrench, and what other 2? Number 5, once again, murder weapons in the standard edition of Clue. Knife, lead pipe, revolver, wrench. Oh, I'm going to keep that up on the screen for a while. Well, Metal Yoga Head, he actually makes it to New York City regularly because he likes to go to Comic-Cons, and he's a photographer, so he likes to go to B&H in New York City to trade cameras every year. So Ray definitely goes to New York City at least once a year. And he is a huge metal guy, big metal guy, loves metal. Metal all day. He also likes food. We go out to eat a lot. I like food. Round 6, grow a pair. You're naming the missing items in each list. 16 points possible in the round. Here's question 6. Countries in the NHL's recent 4 Nations tournament. Finland, United States, and 2 others. What are they? Number 6, once again, countries in the NHL's recent 4 Nations tournament. Finland and United States. Round number 6, question number 7. Number 7, movie franchises that are officially part of the Conjuring universe. The Conjuring. What other 2? Question 7, once again, movie franchises that are officially part of the Conjuring universe. The Conjuring. Round 6, grow a pairs. Question number 8. Number 8. Letters used to denote the 7 pieces in Tetris. I, J, L, S, and Z. And there are 2 missing from that illustration. I bet you didn't know that they were denoted as letters somewhere in the game. But you get to tell me what 2 letters are missing. Number 8, once again, letters used to denote the 7 pieces used in Tetris. I, J, L, S, Z. Round number 6, grow a pair. We have gone through the first 8 questions in the round, which of course means the next step is the penultimate bonus question of the evening. Don Rico Suave says in chat that her friend, Don Rico Suave's friend in Colorado Springs, is supposed to take her kids to Casa Bonita this week. I've seen a lot of people winning that. Because you got to do you got to submit for a lottery, right, to get in. I used to go so often as a kid because, it's a pretty easy hour drive up to the shit show that is the old Casa Bonita. And it weirds me out that like Casa Bonita would have good food. I don't know. There's something about it that if it's not chintzy and cheap and crappy, then it's not really Casa Bonita. I don't know. I've got some pretty fond memories from Casa Bonita. Cause like, hey, here's a fun fact. My dad was a diabetic and he would always have some syringes on hand. And so we would sit near the cliff divers and squirt people with water from clean syringes when they walked by. That was always fun. Just fucking with people. That's always fun, right? Anyway, let's do the bonus question. Home Depot says that Bartlett, d'Anjou, and Bosc are the easiest European varieties to get in stores in their article about how to grow what fruits. Question 9, the bonus once again. Home Depot says that Bartlett, d'Anjou, and Bosc are the easiest European varieties to get in stores in their article about how to grow what fruits, exclamation point, and the answer in the chat. Make it happen. Going to give you a little bit of time to get those entries in, and then we'll come back and talk about the actual answers in just a little bit. Round number 6, grow a pair. It is the second of 3 16-point rounds for the evening. And we are going to take a look at the answers right now. This is a round where every question was a list with 2 items missing. You just had to fill in those missing items. Number 1, U.S. states that border Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia. Oh, you know, everybody who's ever been to the East Coast has heard of the Delmarva area. So Delaware's got to be one of them, right? And then it's also Pennsylvania, Delaware and Pennsylvania at number 1. Number 2, theatrically released non-documentary feature film starring LeBron James. We gave you House Party and Smallfoot. You had to give us, of course, Space Jam, A New Legacy, and Trainwreck. Space Jam 2 and Trainwreck 1. And thanks that there was only one Trainwreck. Number 2 is done. Number 3 is now. The 3 main segments of an insect: abdomen, head, and thorax. Abdomen, head, and thorax at number 3. Number 4, live action shows that have earned Sterling K. Brown an Emmy nomination. Gave you Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Lincoln Divided We Stand, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, American Crime Story, the one about O.J. Simpson, and This Is Us. American Crime Story, and This Is Us at number 4. Number 5, murder weapons in the standard edition of Clue: knife, lead pipe, revolver, wrench. Candlestick is missing, as is rope. Candlestick and rope at number 5. Number 6, countries in the NHL's recent Four Nations tournament. We gave you Finland and the U.S., missing Canada, obviously, and Sweden as well. Finland, United States, Canada, Sweden at number 6. Number 7, movie franchises that are officially part of the Conjuring universe. You got The Conjuring, you got Taken 2, and you got Schindler's List. No, I'm kidding, of course. That's Annabelle and The Nun. Annabelle and The Nun at number 7. Number 8, letters used to denote the 7 pieces in Tetris. We gave you I, J, L, S, and Z, and we even showed you pictures. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. So, we're missing the O, which is the block, and we're missing the T, which is the T. So you got O and T. Z, S, L, J, I are the letters used to denote the pieces in Tetris. Did you know that? Well, now you do. So that's it for the questions proper. Let's talk about the bonus. Boom. The bonus question. Home Depot says that Bartlett, d'Anjou, and Bosc are the easiest European varieties to get in stores. In their article about how to grow pears, I can't even believe that we've done this round trope as many times as we have, and we have not yet until now had this bonus question. I don't know. Felt right. How to grow pears. Your bonus. Most of you knew it. The final round is the random knowledge round. This is where anything can happen. 16 possible points. If you saved your joker, god damn, you're a genius.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
All right, like I said, this final round is a random knowledge round. It's also a 16-point round. That means some of the questions are going to have multiple parts, be worth multiple points. So, yes, it does behoove you to pay close attention. But, of course, I'm going to tell you how much each question is worth. And the best part about this format is it's on screens, at least one screen somewhere. So, a lot of ways to figure it out. So, you're going to do great, as always. Always doing great. That's what you are. So we're going to start with question number 1, coincidentally worth 1 point. The Wood Wide Web is a massive underground network of nutrient sharing that occurs between tree roots and what biological kingdom that includes yeast and mildew. Question 1, once again, the Wood Wide Web is a massive underground network of nutrient sharing that occurs between tree roots and what biological kingdom that includes yeast and mildew. I would disagree with you, Big Jim Fridge. It is a coincidence, because that's not how this round actually works. You're not going to see each round be worth the number of points as the number. So in this case, you're wrong. Just have to take an L on this one, and we're going to move on to question 2. Question 2 tonight is worth 2 points. Oh, is it? No, it's not like that for the rest of the thing. Opting for the noble American bison, what is the only cabinet department with an animal on its seal that's not an eagle? And don't say justice, which cabinet department's seal includes a key and some scales? Question 2, 2 points. Opting for the noble American bison, what is the only cabinet department with an animal on its seal that's not an eagle? And don't say justice, which cabinet department's seal includes a key and some scales? We are in the final round, the random knowledge round. 16 big points are on the line. And we're at question number 3 because time is linear. At least our perception of it is. Number 3, becoming famous after her death thanks to some collectibles. What's the last name of the woman who made these sketches? Question 3, once again. Becoming famous after her death thanks to some collectibles. What is the last name of the woman who made these sketches? Oh, take heart, Chi-Squared. The anagrams are not gone completely. We just like to mix it up. Sometimes it's an anagram. Sometimes it's an image. Sometimes it's something silly. We don't know. It's a thing. It's question number 3. It's a 1-point question, and the anagrams aren't gone for good. They'll come back. And you can be good at it again. You can be good at this too, though. I don't know. Don't let me pigeonhole you. We're at question number 4 now. Question 4 is a 3-point question. 3 big points at number 4. What Green Knight star wrote and directed Monkey Man? The Monkey is the latest film by what Longlegs director? Ooh. Talked about Monkey earlier, and Rotten Tomatoes says that what 2024 film about Robbie Williams makes a monkey out of the traditional musical biopic? I don't know if y'all are like psychic in the chat, but it seems like it tonight. Question 4, 3 points. What Green Knight star wrote and directed Monkey Man? The Monkey is the latest film by what Longlegs director? And Rotten Tomatoes says that what 2024 film about Robbie Williams makes a monkey out of the traditional musical biopic? Big Jim Fridge, I'll explain to you. The guy that used to own Geeks Who Drink based the pub quiz format on a quiz he had played in Ireland. And he had gone back to Ireland on a trip, and he played a quiz where one question was always an anagram. And so he came back and said, we're always going to have an anagram in random knowledge. And it is. It's like when you mix up the letters to make another set of words, and you have to unscramble it to get the answer. And so for years, question 3 in the final round was an anagram. And some teams hated it. Some teams loved it. And we just decided as an editorial team last year, we don't always have to do it. But man, people freaked out. Like before it happened, it wasn't a thing. You know how like people are always afraid of death, but you were dead before you were born. You didn't know it then. We didn't always do the anagram, but we did the anagram for so long that when we started switching it up, Quizmasters freaked out. Quizzers freaked out. It was kind of fun to watch. So yeah, that's the story behind the old anagram thing. And I can't take credit for coming up with that. Somebody else came up with that. I just heard it, and I was like, that makes so much sense. Still afraid of death, though. Anyway, we're at question number 5. Let's do question 5, which is worth 1 point. Leave DNA samples with your doctor, draft a will, and designate a hostage negotiator. Those are the State Department's recommendations for visiting what African country on the Indian Ocean? Question 5, once again, leave DNA samples with your doctor, draft a will, and designate a hostage negotiator. Those are the State Department's recommendations for visiting what African country on the Indian Ocean? This is the final round. It is the random knowledge round, and we are at question number 6. Number 6 is worth 3 big points. You just have to tell me, is each thing an episode title from The White Lotus or a type of lettuce? So just put lotus or lettuce. You got it. Escarole, Italian Dream, Little Gem. Question 6, once again, 3 points. It's either an episode from The White Lotus or a type of lettuce. Escarole, Italian Dream, and Little Gem. We are in the final round, and it is time for question number 7. Question 7 is a 1-point question, and it might be the 1 point you need to win the game. Find out together, I guess. The video game Doom took its name from Tom Cruise's description of his custom pool cue in what 1986 Scorsese film? Question 7, once again. Weirdly, the video game Doom took its name from Tom Cruise's description of his custom pool cue in what 1986 Scorsese film? Yes, Big Jim. It's probably coincidental, but in this case, it's the question. It's the 1 point that might help you win the game. See, so keep up. Anyway, we've gone through the first 7 questions in this round. It's time to do that 8th question. Question number 8 is worth 4 big points for each frequent flyer rewards program. You name which of the 4 largest carriers in these United States that it belongs to. Mileage Plus, Sky Miles, Rapid Rewards, and Advantage. I don't know how else to say that. Number 8, 4 points for each frequent flyer rewards program. You tell me what airline it belongs to, and they are one. These are all the 4 largest carriers in the U.S. because it says that. Mileage Plus, Sky Miles, Rapid Rewards, and Advantage. Gabo, I agree. If Jim Croce taught us anything, it was that you don't spit in the wind, you don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Ba-doop-doo-ba-dap-dee-dee-dee-dee. But this is the final round, and that is it for the questions proper. The only thing we have left to do in this quiz is the final bonus question of the evening. Let's do it right now. Along with most of the world's Asian elephants, what country has a WhatsApp user count that's bigger than the entire population of these United States? And then we'll come back and we'll talk about the answers for this final round of quiz in just a little bit. All right. Typically, as per usual, y'all are getting them entries in like crazy entry getting in monkeys. We've talked about monkeys a lot for no good reason. Let's just keep on rolling and talk about answers for this final round. Big 16-point random knowledge round here at the end of quiz. Number 1, the Wood Wide Web is a massive underground network of nutrient sharing that occurs between tree roots and fungi. Fungi at number 1. Number 2. 2 points, opting for the noble American bison. What is the only cabinet department with an animal on its seal that is not an eagle? That would be the Interior. And we told you not to say Justice, but tell us which cabinet department's seal. It includes a key and some scales. That, of course, is Treasury. Interior and Treasury at number 2. Number 3, becoming famous after her death thanks to some collectibles. The last name of the woman who made these sketches is Hummel. It's a Hummel. You know, seen those little Hummel figurines, perhaps, in thrift stores or your grandma's house, but it's Hummel at number 3. Metal Yoga Head, that's actually a pretty salient question. Everyone's next mosh pit. Man, I could tell you what my last mosh pit was, and that was when I saw the Insane Clown Posse at the Colorado Springs City Auditorium, but that was a long time ago. Number 4, 3 points. What Green Knight star wrote and directed Monkey Man? That'd be Dev Patel. The Monkey is the latest film by Oz Perkins, who also directed Longlegs. And Rotten Tomatoes says that what 2024 film about Robbie Williams makes a monkey out of the traditional musical biopic that is Better Man? Dev Patel, Oz Perkins, and Better Man at number 4. Number 5, leave DNA samples with your doctor, draft a will, and designate a hostage negotiator. Those are the State Department's recommendations for visiting Somalia. Somalia at number 5. That was a pretty good show, Metal Yoga Head. It was ICP. It was Blaze You Dead Homie. It was Twisted. It was a good night. It was a fun time. That was like 25 years ago. 3 points. White Lotus episode or lettuce. Escarole, of course, is lettuce. Italian Dream is lotus. And Little Gem, that's lettuce. Lettuce at number 6. Yeah, you're not too old for mosh pits, Orange Absinthe. Never too old for mosh pits. Might be too light for mosh pits. I can tell you that. I've seen that happen. I am not. I am a very dense and heavy individual. Number 7, the video game Doom took its name from Tom Cruise's description of his custom pool cue in the 1986 Scorsese film The Color of Money. That was a strange fact that was verified this week, and I was like, that can't be right, but it is. Color of Money at number 7. Number 8. 4 points. Name each airline from their rewards. Mileage Plus is United. Sky Miles, of course, is Delta. Rapid Rewards is Southwest. And Advantage, the easy one, is American Airlines. United, Delta, Southwest, and American at number 8. So that's done. That's done. And here's the bonus question once again. Along with most of the world's Asian elephants, the country that has a WhatsApp user count that's bigger than the entire population of the U.S., of course, is India. India at your bonus question. So, love to see everybody out here. Good to see you, Metal Yoga Head. I'm glad that I was here for your first quiz back in a while. Glad to see all of you. Really, it was a good time, as always. And if you're ever in Colorado Springs, Colorado, on a Thursday night, come see me host live at the Public House at the Alexander on North Nevada. It's a good time. Yeah, don't forget to check out your local quizzes. Go to geekswhodrink.com and see what we have in your area. We also, of course, have Jeopardy Bar League, which recently started up, which is a lot of fun, and Boombox Music Bingo, which I think is the most fun. It's at least the most fun for me because it's the only one of our products that I'm allowed to play because there's no like actual skill. It's just luck. But yeah, check out what we got near you. Go play, go have fun, stay safe. The world is really weird right now, and I don't like it. So I'm just going to try to not be depressed. Keep having fun quizzing. You have fun where you're at. Thank you all so much for coming out. We love every single one of you. And good night. We'll see you next Monday. Yeah. See ya.